Hi, Piggy.
Ah. How you doing?
I'm awake. I'm awake. Barely. Oh, yeah.
It's a good day, folks.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
She gets to sleep at home tonight.
I does. And if y'all wonder what that's about, I have been away from home since last Monday. I've been at home during the daytime for a few hours, but from about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, well, actually about, say, 2:30 in the afternoon, until 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning, I've been away from home every day. Except for Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, I was gone all day long.
We don't rest good that way.
We're going a different way today, y'all. We're giving us a new scenery.
They got some road work going on that road right there.
That we were just on.
And to avoid it, we rerouted it.
Yeah. So we're learning a new way today.
So y'all gonna be just as surprised as we are. Pretty sure we know where it comes out. We're gonna be turning left right up here.
Yeah.
Turned right yesterday, and it doubles back and connects with another road that we sometimes take and everything. But we know it also connects further down this way.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go further down this way and connect. And that way we ain't doubling back now.
That's it.
And
for all y'all that like Piggy, I gotta tell y'all, Piggy did a good job Saturday night. I didn't get to go live on my channel because of what I was doing, where I was staying.
So we got the mighty pooch
at Full Blown Country to go live for me. And Piggy was his co-host.
Yeah. Once I finally figured out a way to be on there.
Yeah, he had to figure out, because his computers didn't want to work. He had to use his phone.
They're much older computers, and they're just not equipped, and they kept causing a problem and everything. And being much older and not equipped to handle the internet of today.
Right.
I had to use a mobile device that was. And I had to load Chrome app down on it in order to be able to do that.
Cool. This is where we come out at, isn't it?
Yep. I figured it was.
Yeah. It wasn't as far down as I thought it was. At least it didn't seem like it was.
No, and we ain't doubling back none.
Yeah. Cool.
So, but anyway, I got that put on there and got it up there. We went with it.
Yeah.
Piggy had to do something he stopped trying to do. He had to learn something. Piggy stopped trying to learn anything years ago.
But you know what? Sometimes it's good to learn something new. Even if it's just one or two small little things.
Piggy weren't done.
Huh?
Piggy weren't done.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You know, when I was younger, I had a lot of book smarts. I knew a lot of things, and I done been in the Marine Corps and all like that. And I could see the way things were going to play out. And, you know, nobody wants to listen. Nobody ever has. Nobody probably ever will. And everything. And I could tell folks all that. Well, back years ago, I used to get called a know-it-all because I just knew. And I used to wear a cap that said, "How can you fly with eagles when you flock around with turkeys?" And there's some truth to that. You know, you get a bunch of people that are negative, and you know they don't want to achieve any more than what they already have, and they want to stay down there on the ground and, you know, maybe only fly so far at a time. But they don't want to get it, you know, they can't get up there with an eagle and soar in the heights. Yeah, well, a bunch of us today doing this YouTube thing, we all want to soar. We all want to be that eagle soaring in the skies, flying as high as we possibly can. Well, it's hard to do that when you got people around you that are saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do this, trying to do things to make it to where you can't do that. And anyway, I used to get caught doing off doing things I knew and all like that. But I wasn't devious, and I couldn't spot devious people. And, you know, that caused Biggie some problems. Well, anyway, a lot of years went by and a lot of experience was gained. Yeah, I finally got to the point where I stopped trying to tell anybody anything. Number one, they weren't listening anyway. And then when they found out the hard way, that I have sat back and let people struggle and find out the hard way because they ain't listening. It ain't no good teacher like the School of Hard Knocks. School of Hard Knocks will teach you in a way nobody else can.
Amen to that.
I can say that because I've been there too. Because of things I didn't know. That's the reason I didn't know things. Most people would have known, but I didn't. But we won't go there. But, you know, I read a book once. It's called Atlas Shrugged, written by a lady named Ayn Rand, Aynrand. She was a philosopher. Her philosophy was objectivism. In other words, A is A. You know, condensed down is what we know today is it is what it is. You know, you might want to think something is one way in spite of the facts showing you that it's another way. And you know, you'll keep banging your head against the wall when you keep trying to make B become A. It just don't happen.
I like putting a square peg through a round hole.
Kind of like,
Okay.
you know, in other words, it's a matter of facing reality. You know, and when you try to make something that can never be a reality, then, you know, you're banging your head against the wall.
In other words, if it walks like a duck, types like a duck, it's a duck. But if it goes around chirp, 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 it's probably a chicken.
If it goes
Cluck, cluck.
If it's going cluck, cluck, it's a chicken. If it's going cock-a-doodle-doo, it's a rooster.
Okay.
And you just can't change it unless you turn it into chicken and dumplings.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And, you know, well, Atlas Shrugged is about people, or about the people, who can make things happen, the ones that can do, the ones that can make things work. And always being used by those who usurp that knowledge from them in the form of basically slavery, because they get you to do all these things for them. You know, they're parasites. They're sucking you dry.
Moochers.
You know, yeah, it talks about that. You got your moochers, your looters, and your producers. Well, basically the formula for that is the moochers get the looters to rob the producers to provide for the moochers, with no recognition or acknowledgement of the producer. You know, they expect them to do it for free because they're able, and looters ain't. Either because they're not intelligent enough to do so, or they're just that lazy. They don't want to. You know, why work for it when I can get it off somebody else for free?
I think today that's called entitled.
Well, there is that. And, well, that's where the A is A comes in. And you cannot make B become A because A is A. That's the reality of things. And in the end, what happened is there was one atlas that started gathering together all the atlases and brought them to a place where they were appreciated and they could have a society and all like that. And they left society to itself to run its course, and society shut down. Power was gone, transportation was gone, everything was gone. They couldn't understand why. It's because all the atlases went on strike. They didn't have any demands because they was like, y'all live y'all's lives, we're going to live ours.
How can you demand something of somebody that can't give you anything to begin with when you're the one for doing all the producing?
Right.
I mean, let's get real here. If you're the one doing it all, there ain't nobody else can give you nothing.
You got to work for it. Bottom line, you got to work for it.
That's it.
And there's a lot of us who have finally come to that understanding that we want a little more out of life. We want to have some fun. We want to be happy. We don't, we want to shed all that negativity, and we want to try to do something. Mm-hmm. Lane and I, we've got cut just about every tie there is. Because every tie that we got is negative. They always want something. But the funny thing is, they're never wanting to give anything in return. Their idea of friendship is, oh, you'll do for me. Folks, a good friend is somebody that will trade value for value with you. Yeah, it's nice to give. And, and actually it is more satisfying and rewarding to be able to give than it is to receive.
I prefer giving.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand that. There'd be a lot of people look at me like I was totally nuts saying that. But it truly is more satisfying to be able to give than to receive. But here's the catch. I get to choose whom I give what.
That's it right there. I get to choose.
I get to choose. And these people out there, they get jealous because somebody else got something they didn't get.
Oh, yeah, I've dealt with people like that.
And while I understand that, I don't understand that. Because I'm a person that, believes in earning what you get. And if you do happen to be given a gift, you cherish that gift and you appreciate that gift. But on the norm, if you're friends, you ain't going to expect your friend just to do something for you for free. You're going to want to give them some compensation for their time, skill, knowledge, and wisdom.
Even if that compensation is helping them in return for them helping you.
Right. Don't just sit there and let them do it all.
Yeah.
Get in there with them to help them help you.
Well, and then when they need help, you help them.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, we moved to Moocher once.
Twice. One, two.
That's when you came into my life. There was other times before that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had that 93 Dodge with 3.9 liter V6 in it. That's as big as you get before you hit V8. And that little old truck, she loved the gas.
Oh, yeah.
And anyway, this person had called on us to help them move again. And so we went to help him move. I'll get the gas, I'll get the gas. Well, after we was done moving them, we pulled them into a gas station with the engine starting to cut out because of lack of gas. He goes in and pays for some gas, comes back out. I paid for you $10. Folks, the distance I was from home, that $10 would barely get me there.
Yeah.
You know, that's all the consideration they had for me after basically doing the work for them. And during that move, it was Elaine and I who did pretty much 95% of the work.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was too busy playing on his phone and flirting with his girlfriend. That's that girl with the hottie mo toddy. Now, I'm here to tell you, I get it. But, you know, he could have showed her a lot more, but showed how well he could work rather than trying to be all slick and cool with her during the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know.
He was a moocher.
He was a moocher, and he still is. You know.
Yeah.
And his idea of friend is, I can call you one evening and expect you to be there for me the very next early morning. You know. And they don't understand the idea of a one-shot deal. You know, there's just going to be one shot, right? One time. Yeah. Get that done and over with. A couple of days later, you pick me up in the AM. I just stopped answering the messages, just ignoring them. The person is at rock bottom, and they still haven't learned, you know, that they're a user and that they got to quit being a user.
Yeah.
And everything, you know, he has a hard time getting his family to do for him because he uses, and that's the way he does it. He expects everybody to drop whatever they're doing. You know.
We're going to have to cut it soon. My arm's giving out on me.
All right. But anyway, cut them ties, folks. Get rid of them turkeys so you can spread them wings out and fly and soar like an eagle.
I'd say it.
Piggy loves you.
Bye, y'all.